Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back. We got MAXPAX in the bottom left here of the Dumpster Cup Grand Finals $3,000 tournament. I'm not sure what the first prize, second prize difference is, but $3,000 total, which means there is a lot of money on the line. This is no measly $400 weekly cup. Clem in the top right side, fighting for his share of that as well. Clem just won a semi-final playing PvT, so this is actually going to be so interesting to see the difference here. As he now swaps back to the Terran side of the matchup, as he plays very similar to MAXPAX. Now, we are on Star Child, guys. I don't know what these are, but cool. Some little things with some holograms in front of them. I guess we're on kind of a Protoss-style map. I believe Star Child is a Maras map, and she does love her kind of purple. She loves purple. She likes skulls and metal and cool stuff. So, yeah, kind of similar sort of aesthetic, I guess, back to... Ooh, what was that map she did a few years ago? Romanticide, I think it was. But a few more of these like high ground bits that seem to also have like a sort of starry pebble, kind of shiny pebbles on this sort of layout as well. But yeah, she's made a lot of different ladder maps over the years, a lot of good ones, and... keen to see this. And this is, of course, not on ladder, but we did replace in this map pool. HupCup said, let's put in three, instead of King's Cove, Abyssal, and Neon Violet Square, let's put in three new maps. So Talisman, I don't know why I said that so weird. I'm freaking out about how I say it's Talisman. I'm just going to keep saying Talisman. Star Child, what was the other map? Oh, I can't remember. They're all a bit different. They're all kind of interesting, funky features on them as well. And we'll see how this one plays out. Adept sneaks around the right side. So MAXPAX, standard 2-gate Twilight. This is what we expect from him every single time. But it's interesting to see a 3 Reaper 2 Hellion opening. Not something Clem does very often against MAXPAX. MAXPAX is going to see it coming as well. That Reaper has to run away, which means... So, oh, he loses the Reaper. That's costly. I mean, a Reaper for an Adept's a decent trade, I guess. We've got to see what's going to go on. I mean, 2 Stalkers here. I'm surprised he's keeping the Stalkers split. I guess because he's worried about the Reapers jumping into the main base. Oh, that's the... I was going to say, why not wall off? Beautiful play there. Hellion Reaper don't do a lot of damage to non-light units. They're better against probes than anything else. So just walls off the base, and then Stalkers can stop those Reapers from rotating into the main. And all you need to do is buy time. You can cancel one of these gateways a bit later. Oh, he cancels and blocks with a Stalker Warp in. Dude, MAXPAX looking crisp. Really, really good. Talisman. That's what I was saying before, wasn't it? But the thing is, I keep forgetting. I looked up how to say it, and now I just keep forgetting. This is like one of those things where sometimes I say... monastery wrong now because I learned how to say it correctly, but I'm so used to saying it naturally the incorrect way that I'll self-correct to saying it the wrong way. It's so funny, man. When you grow up saying like fantasy words, for me a monastery is a fantasy word because there's no monasteries in Australia, guys. Oh, watch out. Widowmine got dropped, gets shot down. That's huge. Oh, good retarget. Oh, MAXPAX loses 6 probes there. Getting the medevac is good, but I think you're okay with trading a medevac and a mine for 6 probes. Problem is, of course, that your command center was delayed as Clem, so you do need to keep up a little bit of this damage, ideally, to keep things going. That Widowmine does go down. Third Nexus halfway done, but a worker advantage for Clem. Gets himself, I think, a Marine and an SCV there. Doesn't lose a Stalker. Really well played by MAXPAX, who's now got the 3-gate blink pressure on the front. Sorry, I've been casting some more chill series today, and I'm quickly realizing I need to up the ante. These guys are going to both be playing at such an intense pace. I'm not going to have a lot of time to breathe and talk about silly pronunciation issues, am I? Some nice Terrazine gas floating here. Some Void gas, maybe? Stalkers blinking forward. Oh, this is big damage. Oh, don't lose any Stalkers. Like, if he blinks away with the Stalkers, it's going to be massive. MAXPAX, I don't think he lost a single Stalker there. He's lost 6 probes, 1 Adept. Great damage. Did he get the Raven? And he got the Raven! Oh, Clem. Clem's in trouble. I think MAXPAX, even though the worker count sucks for him, that was such a good little trade there. Look at the units lost tab. That's crazy. 4-1 in favor of MAXPAX. MAXPAX is owning in the trading. But the worker count is good for Clem, right? The worker comparison is being good. I just think with 16 Stalkers on your doorstep, this man's about to have his way with you. One shots the tank with a blink forward, takes out the bunker, and he says, I mean business. You don't have stim, your tanks are gone, and I'm going to rip you to shreds, mate. These Stalkers having their way with Clem. It's MAXPAX's turn to lay down the disrespect. 4 Stalkers have gone down in total in this game, which is so few considering how much damage they've done. That unit's loss tab still close to 3-1 in favor of MAXPAX. He's now got his third up, charge on the way, forge, and he's of course going to go to 8 gateways. He's already got the Robo, which he can start building Immortals out of whenever he wants to as well. Stalkers have already seen some stuff, guys. Lots of them with 1 or 2 kills. There's a 5-kill Stalker in there as well. I'm going to try and keep that one controlled if I can. Marauder goes down, but this time 2 Stalkers fall. And Bio's heavily wounded, but maybe overcommitting here. Stalkers dive in the natural at the same time, realizing there's just nothing down there. Oh my gosh, 5 more workers, 6 more workers go down. Does lose a few more Stalkers, but he's killing so much at the same time. MAXPAX behind this, has his third saturated, and there's just no room for Clem to even start a third. He can't even squeeze in a third command center. He's in so much trouble. No bunkers, no tanks, which means the Stalkers can micro all day. Chat says, I suspect Clem may have thrown himself off slightly by swapping race. Well, I mean, he definitely wasn't practicing this matchup, but neither was MAXPAX. I think Clem is a very stable player, is used to swapping back and forth between all sorts of different things lately. This is the guy who's... Oh, no! No! MAXPAX! What was that? MAXPAX! What did we just witness? He thought he was going to one-shot it, but he didn't want to get stimmed on by the other bio. So he tried to snap recall, and he lets Clem get away with it. He catches a full medevac. For those who weren't watching, maybe some people had this on the second monitor. He blinked forward, catching a full medevac, shoots it, gets it to like 1 shot from death, and then he instantly recalls his Stalkers, which meant they can't attack while they're recalling. The Stalker Zealot's still in the main base, ripping Clem apart, though. Clem looking super duper all in with what, a handful of Marine Marauder mine? There's no way this takes him down. There's almost a Colossus on the field. There's Sentry, Stalker, Zealots coming in, Guardian Shield as well. Widow Mines do unburrow. Cute micro there for Clem. Very cute micro. Stalkers in the main are going to pull away from the Warp Prison, but 20 workers just died. You can lose your third and be fine here as MAXPAX, as long as you survive. And that's all that matters. Zealot does pull the splash damage away from the rest of the Protoss army. The Immortal, unfortunately, can't really pull back very well. But with the Colossus there as well, Clem knows he's done for. MAXPAX cleans up game 1 in style. All right, guys. Clem in the top right. He's going to go for an Engineering Bay block down here. MAXPAX comes in to harass. There's no real tell of the eBay block. So he's only going to find out now. After building the Cyber Core, he's got a Zealot started. And he's going to go, ooh, across that map. Now... Oh, this was gas first as well, so it's going to be a very quick factory. I do like gas first with Engineering Bay block. With Engineering Bay block, you're planning to delay your command center anyway, so I do like this version. You just get tech up really quick. I do wonder what he goes for with it, though. I'm going to guess Clem is going to play Cyclone into Siege Tank, Medevac Marine pressure, and he can put the tank on the low ground or over here or something and just shell this top base. I truly feel this is the worst base in all of StarCraft 2 right now that every pro gamer keeps taking. And I feel like if they just spent 6 seconds thinking about what they're doing, they'd realize that getting 2 less mineral patches and only 2,000 gas on a base is really bad. MAXPAX, though, doing what I see most pro gamers do, which is just take this base. This third base is fine. Just take this third base. It's a good base. I hate this base. I think it's so vulnerable. I think it's hard to defend. It leaves your main wide open to drop some multi-prong, and you just get less value out of it. Purple Gas Geyser, you might say, but Purple Gas Geyser, Pig. Yeah, the Purple Gas Geyser is double efficiency mining after you get rid of this little crappy 150 mineral mining patch. It takes a minute and a half to mine. This is just rough, man. Oh, Clem actually was blocking the triangle? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. You guys caught me. You still should. I still would take this base before this front base. I would still take this base. Elon Blue, why are you awake? Are you drunk? How you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Adepts here. Look at this. Marine hide. Oh, he sets up the flank. Clem's trying to trap him. He's going to hit him with 2 Marines from that side and then 3 Marines from behind in the rear with the gear. Fix bayonets and shove them right into that Adept. Getting an Adept kill early on. Very nice start there. And it is going to be an early medevac. So just a Marine mine drop to start with his own command center on the high ground. Second Adept coming in, and it's going to be an Oracle opening, interestingly. Kind of wishes he probably did go Cyclone once he sees that this is Oracle. Stasis traps can be pretty delicious on this map. Not Drunk Pig, just sick with a messed up sleep schedule. Home Story Cup flu. I mean, if you guys stopped having those Home Story Cup orgies and those, I heard about like you guys have like a Friday night bonfire meeting. Apparently, basically, if you guys go to Home Story Cup, this is definitely told to me by reputable sources. What happens is all the people like to get together, dance naked around a fire, and then they take turns spitting in each other's mouths. And then for some reason, they're like, man, why do I always get sick at every Home Story Cup? What's going on? I'm like, hot tip, guys, stop sharing so many bodily fluids. You guys just gotta ease off the bodily fluid sharing. You guys might find yourself not getting sick after these tournaments. Anyways, Oracle comes in, he's gonna find some damage. Marines are nearby, but it's gonna rotate into the main. At the same time, though, one Phoenix, one Stalker. Luckily, a battery's here. If there wasn't a battery, this would be a problem. Phoenix picks up the Widow Mine and then immediately goes back to it. Oracle's in the main doing some damage. The Marines take out a Stalker. Oh, he's going to try and run away as Clem. At the same time, Oracle goes down because there was a Cyclone to follow this up. Marines drop on the low ground. Drop kind of gets shut down, and MAXPAX kills 4 workers. It feels like Clem's all in because he's just... remember, he's already done such an uneconomic opening. He hasn't really done that much damage. The crappy out front base is about to get a big temporary payoff with that purple gas coming in. But there's only 3 gateways. Viking, Cyclone, Marines all coming forward. Oh, the Cyclone's 2 damaged, though. That's like 3 Stalker shots from death. Ooh. He's going to pull back for now. He's got a tank building. 2 Cyclones and a Viking on the map. The Oracle did die, which means there's no stasis traps, at least. So Clem, you could argue, could take his time a little bit. But honestly, yeah, he's still building Vikings. And I think with good reason. I think you just want to shut MAXPAX down super hard. Deny scouting with the Viking Cyclone so he doesn't know what you're doing. And when this tank comes out, you move out, you bring SCVs to repair, you hit hard. Ooh, good damage. Already gets a bit of damage on a Phoenix. They have 120 life. This one's now only down to 100. No way to heal that life as a Protoss player. Only the shields regen. Charge and +1 are on the way. Now that's kind of cool. He's going to play Phoenix Charge. I was not expecting this style. He'll probably get a Templar Archives as well because he's got the rich gas. It gives you essentially 4 gas effective mining. Cyclone Viking on the low ground, guys. And especially once you siege your tank down here, it is a nightmare to engage into. That being said, you can flank from both sides. So if you have Mass Zealot, it's okay. But getting to that Mass Zealot, easier said than done. Force Field's going to trap a few of these Marines. But only 1 or 2 go down before that tank starts shelling. Phoenix going to go for a counterattack, trying to pick off some of these. And the probes wisely pulling back, only staying on the gas mining, which makes a lot of sense. So does he build another 3rd base, MAXPAX, I wonder? He's got 4 more gates coming up. So he's going to go 7 gates. He's going to try and build a Templar Archives as well. And that tank going to slowly start shelling on this base. Tech Lab's going down on the barracks. So it is going to be a transition into a more standard setup now with Stim and whatnot. Viking's going to get caught. Marine's not enough to defend that. Stim only just started. Tries to land the Viking, but of course the Phoenix would have just picked it up even if it did manage to land. Pylon's going to go down there. The battery's still being healed. Might be time to run away for Clem. It feels like he's kind of overcommitted to this pressure. Unsieges his tank. He is going to run away, but the Zealots are already in his natural. Up in your business. Here we go, though. One of the Phoenix goes down to the Cyclone Viking. Zealots finding good damage. MAXPAX work account's not that impressive. He's only on 47 right now, but finding a... I mean, the SCV's fighting here is crazy. That's a bad choice for Clem. He should have just ran away and let the Marines come back. Losing 11 workers for 4 Zealots. Great trade for MAXPAX, who's back to mining on his crap base. He's going to think about taking this one down here. He does have 2 probes idling right now. And a Robo goes down to get Prism, Archon Morphs, and Psystorm on the way. MAXPAX really benefiting off this purple gas being largely uninterrupted. Zealot coming down. Few Zealots in the north. 2 more gases go down before 4th Nexus. Interesting. I really thought he'd be going 4th Nexus first, but he's going to go for the Storm. 2 medevacs are building, so the first 2 medevacs about to come out. Stim, shields. No concussive queued up just yet. +1 weapons is on the way. No 3rd command center either. It really does feel like Clem is just desperately is going to need to do damage, and Psystorm's going to make that prohibitively difficult. Now, I've been complaining in the whole previous series that Clem just never used energy overcharge. MAXPAX, come on. There we go. Warps in High Templar, uses energy overcharge now, and he does have a few storms available. Could be game-changing. Zealot's going for the counterattack. Clem does have a rally ready. He's going to hit that purple gas and deny it. I don't think you want to overcommit. You take 1 big storm, this could be lights out. But right now, Clem has a big army supply lead. Up 30 army supply. Just got to not walk into the side storms. Oh my gosh. The distraction, not just for us as the casters, but also for Clem as the player. And it's always the first jump scare. The first time when Storm gets shown, that's always the scariest. Storm absolutely obliterating Clem while the Zealots distract him at home. And MAXPAX is up 2-0 in this finals. All right, guys, going into the next game, Engineering Bay block comes down and MAXPAX casually walks to the third base. Can Clem block him? No. He's going to be able to take that northern third base. Quick Factory coming in behind it as well. Marine first opening. That probe's already damaged. Got to run. Oh, he's going to take it. Nice move for Clem. But Clem so far, guys, has been struggling. Sorry, my camera's still on. My bad. Yeah, he's just been struggling to kind of get his feet underneath him off these openings. And he's committing a lot to, like, aggression. But it feels like maybe he should have been just going back to, like, a 1-Rex expand or something. But MAXPAX all over him right now. And just weathering the storm. Going for Zealot Stalker pressure in this game. Taking a third base up there. He's on double gas. As this guy comes out, he should just rally to the other Nexus, and he should be in a really good spot. Second gateway. Second gate before Twilight is cool, guys. I think the idea here is I just want to have more stuff, make sure I don't die. He's actually, no, he's going for a full 3 gate. 3 gate. Is he expecting an all-in? Interesting. Oh, drags the Widowmine damage onto the Marines, but they both survive, so that's okay for Clem. He's got a second barracks on the way now. Now, can you see that second barracks? If you move that Stalker north just a little bit, I think you can. MAXPAX, micro that Stalker forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know that Terrans are lazy. We always build our buildings in vision of the ramp. All you need to do is move up that. I think you see that barracks, but luckily for... Oh, you see? There we go! He tried to chase the SCV, so he ends up getting the kill. And, or not getting the kill, but getting the spot, sorry, on the barracks, which is really nice. Probes are building right now. Twilight Council comes in behind, so this is just I'm going to build 3 gates in case you are trying to do some sneaky BS. Not really using it aggressively since there's no forward warp in point. He's going to move forward now with a probe, but this feels a little bit half-baked, to be fair. I'm not a big fan of MAXPAX build order right now. Marine Cyclone and Widowmine moving forward. Charges on the way. Oh, Adept's going to take some damage. Adept and a probe go down. Clem immediately is like, whoa, what the hell? Why is there a probe here, dude? How aggressive is my opponent being? And I think he's realizing, hey, I should be really careful. Make sure there's no proxy. Camp at home. Use the Widowmine and just chill for a little bit. Get that tank out. The fact that MAXPAX is over here, in of itself, is a huge warning sign. He's already lost a Widowmine. His Marines are very damaged. The tank is not available. Cyclone is his only long-range real damage that kind of scares these Stalkers back. He takes one more volley on that Cyclone, it's toasted. He's going to lose a lot of Marines right now. MAXPAX getting some value out of this. Yeah, he's losing shields on the Stalkers, but that's about it. Now the tank sieges, and that's what's going to keep Clem safe. Pylon goes up on the front, along with the Dark Shrine, and 2 more gateways. MAXPAX doggedly committing to this build. He's a little supply blocked right now, so he's going to unsupply block himself by losing a Stalker. He's not actually probing, though. MAXPAX is just doing charge DT all in? Oh, man. This is a really scrappy game for MAXPAX, guys. I gotta say, his build order seems a bit confused. He does get the Cyclone finally, but he's already lost almost all of his Stalkers. The thing is, Clem doesn't have an engineering bay or a starport with a tech lab. So he's just going to lose to Dark Templar, and we're going to have a really anticlimactic finish to this series. Unless he sees, if he sees a proxy, maybe, but DTs are about to warp in. He just dropped 2 scans. He's not going to have a scan for another 40 seconds. It's actually, like, probably lights out. But actually, because he's got good eyeballs, he doesn't want to warp in the Dark Templar and Vision. He warps it in there. Oh, man, you need an engineering bay. Engineering bay started. Engineering bay started. He realizes, okay, Clem realizes right now that something's happening. He's on, I think that's the higher energy, 32. He's on 32 energy. We'll keep that orbital selected. You guys can see it down there. He's 15 energy away from being able to deal with that. But the tank's getting caught now. The DTs are on top. And here come the Zealots. Oh, this is a problem. He's got combat shields. He was thinking about doing a Marine tank push. MAXPAX catching him out with Zealot charge and DTs. There's just no answer. Clem moving out. He needed to pull back. His first scan is now available, but his whole army just got slaughtered. MAXPAX speed runs the grand finals in style. The semis is where the Epic Games was at. The finals is a hammering. An absolute hammering, man. Zealot Dark Templar coming in. And MAXPAX says, nah, mate. You think Protoss? You think Protoss is bad guys out there? Well, I've publicly stated I think it's worse this patch. But I'm MAXPAX, so balance doesn't affect me because I'm a freak. And I truly, I mean, I'm just saying words right now. I actually don't think balance has got anything to do with this series. But yeah, man. MAXPAX threw away a bunch of Stalkers. He wasn't looking to be in a good spot, but my god. The Dark Shrine just catching Clem off, and I think Clem seeing that gateway and moving out was just a bit too risky. Wait, really? Sorry, guys. I haven't eaten any food today. You guys are saying apparently MAXPAX is losing? Didn't he just kill everything? I guess he lost the DTs. Oh, yeah, he's fine. Supply's good for Clem. Oh, wow, great casting. This is what happens when I don't eat lunch, guys, or breakfast. It's 12:30. I'm just like, doobity-doobity-doob. Great commentary, Pig. Wow, sorry, guys. I apologize. I don't know. That just looked so bad for Clem. But he managed to stabilize. I literally need to rewatch that whole sequence after I basically tuned out and was just like, well, this is kind of over. Turns out Clem had enough production off 3 barracks that it didn't matter. Got his Marines together, pulled his SCVs. How many SCVs did he lose? Only 6. I mean, it was pretty insane hold. How did he... I guess it was like 6 unupgraded Zealots and 2 DTs is not actually that scary. Like, they're scary when they catch the Marines on the outside, but then on the inside, with good micro, he does it. Tank's in a good position. Remember that MAXPAX didn't have a 3rd that whole time. He's now got a 3rd up. It's saturated, but only on minerals. He's still in a 2-gas style, which means MAXPAX feels very all in here. He's going to try and snag a medevac. Clem. Oh, that's why you don't leave your medevac hanging out. Oh my gosh, the tanks that get some good shots. Force field trap. He's looking for the force field ambush. Beautiful pair of force fields, but the bio on the right's hammering the Stalkers. Guardian Shield's helping a fair bit, but there's just not enough Protoss here. Clem. Wow, Clem weathers the storm, man. MAXPAX playing a meme build. And I'm very happy that actually this is not over. I really thought it was over. But damn. Clem's got this now. Because there's no follow-up. This was super low economy. I mean, 2 base charge DT. Not something you see at pro level almost ever. Even with all that success, it just doesn't transition well enough for MAXPAX. MAXPAX helping Clem out to get a 4th game according to chat. He definitely played a not opening 3-gate after getting eBay blocked multiple games in a row. Into Twilight, into forward gate for the Dark Templar warp in on the front. And Clem's just so good with those mules. He's very vulnerable to Dark Templar in certain build order situations. This build is never seen for good reasons. I mean, it's a Platinum League killer. The 2-base Zealot DT build is an absolute slayer in Platinum League. Definitely not something we see against Clem very often. Force fields. Smashing it. Oh, the Zealots come in from that north side as well. Getting on top of the tanks, but not quite able to kill them. Good stutter step back for Clem. Even with the Zealots around, there's just nothing behind the Zealots. So even if he loses the tanks, which he will, he just fades away with the Marauders. And he's trying to like pick up and juggle Zealots and stuff. But man, MAXPAX just does not have the supply. Wow. Fantastic hold for Clem. Sorry, guys. Really bad commentary on my part. I forgot this tournament was on today and I kind of hopped in at the last second to cast it, but I'll do my best to really focus in the next games, okay? Hopefully we get 2 more after this. Love to see MAXPAX clutch it in Game 5 after having a, you know, an almost turnaround would be a nice story, I think. But we don't know what's going to happen. We are casting this one live. Stalkers out there, Widow Mines. What shots are we going to get off Widow Mines with the Burrow? And MAXPAX has to GG. So he gets a crazy trade. Oh, there was actually more bio up there than I realized. Okay. Pulls the SCVs back. The Zealot DT. Yeah, good scan. And MAXPAX still hadn't started the 3rd at this point. Yeah, he just starts it now. Yeah. So Zealot DT is so good when they catch units in the open, but whenever they're chasing into a ramp, they just feel terrible. All right, guys, going into Talisman, we've got a 2-1 advantage for MAXPAX. Cute opening, caught Clem off guard, but man, you can see how even after ambushing him out front, I think having lost 4 to 5 Stalkers early on and just having no economic transition as well behind it, right? No 3rd base. I think you have a 3rd base behind that. There's more of a chance, but Clem was able to stabilize. Bad observing for me, not showing the extra units that are on top of the ramp. There was a tank, 2 Marauders, and 4 Marines, which was enough with the SCV pool to defend that from following through. And MAXPAX just didn't quite have the follow-up to make that one work out. But Clem hangs on. Now, this map, guys, there is a worker-only path over here. So there's a little... You can't move through that with normal units because there's like little mini minerals blocking it or whatever. But basically, you can walk through there with workers. I don't know if you have to mineral walk to go through there or if you can just click through it. But keep in mind, so you can run a probe into the back of their base, build a pylon in there if they're not scouting over here. Not sure if Clem... I mean, Clem used this actually in the last game when he was playing Protoss, the last series. So he should know about it. Likewise, you can just try to run a scout into the back of their base using that as well. There's also a very mini Reaper ledge there. A mini Reaper ledge over here as well. And those are the only Reaper ledges, yeah. We do have some seashells on the seashore on the edge of the map. And yes, there is a shark out there as well. Pylon coming up on the front. MAXPAX says, you know what? I'm short on time, dude. I want to sleep. I want to go to bed. Let's go for a proxy 3 gate. So you'll build a second gate on the front, third gateway at home. And this is normally what a proxy gate is supposed to look like. It's interesting because Clem is going for just a 1-Rex expand. He's playing a bit more generic now after being so aggressive all series long. And there's a chance, even with a bunker, that you just take massive damage to this. Like, Stalkers can run past, Adepts can run past. They can just kill your bunker if you don't have enough SCVs there ready. Reaper and Marines come forward. And the Reaper should get a little bit of damage. First actual hit point damage on that Adept going in now. One more hit would be very nice, and time to pull back for Clem. But he's Clem. Running away from a dangerous situation, Clem laughs at the very suggestion. Clem truly is like Simba. He hangs out in elephant graveyards just to show girls that he's a cool guy that's afraid of nothing, and that's a bad trade for him. 2 Marines and a Reaper, an amazing start for MAXPAX. And now, I mean, what do you do? As Clem, how do you defend this 3-Rex? I don't think you do. He does save the SCVs. Maybe he can get the Marines up in time, but Warp Gate's already there, which means we're going to have 3 Stalkers. Probably 3 Adepts he'll go for. I imagine he'll go 3 Adepts and Shade past, but he could go 3 Stalkers. Let's see what MAXPAX warps in a moment. Adept getting blocked by SCVs. Wow, Clem with the fancy play there. It is going to be 3 Stalkers. Bit slow on that first warp in, but that's okay. Stalker's coming in. Marine's not in the bunker. Oh, he loses one of the Marines. That's a problem. He's only got 2 Marines inside the bunker, which is nowhere near the firepower he should have right now. 4 Stalkers in the natural. 2 SCVs go down. Bunker will survive for now, but he needs the Banshee. He needs a tank. He's going to pull a ton of SCVs down. And this is just him saying, look, I need to shut this down. I can't afford to not mine. I'm going to pull all the boys right now. Let's go for it. He's got Marines still in the bunker at the front as well. And Stalkers are meant to get countered by SCVs. But do they really? I mean, the Drilly boys do assemble, but already 7 have gone down. The Marines try to unload from the bunker. He's trying to bait shots on the Marine by hopping in and out of the bunker, but he almost loses it. 14 workers have gone down. MAXPAX schooling Clem with a 3-gate here. Bit of an anticlimactic final series, to be fair, guys. Even though it wasn't the 3-0 we thought it would be, it's close enough. MAXPAX is on another level right now. Clem does fall to MAXPAX. 3-1. MAXPAX becomes your Dumpster Cup champion. Very well played by MAXPAX today. Kind of a little anti-hype that he had mostly a PvP bracket up to this point and then just smashed through Clem. But, I mean, I love to see it. I like him looking confident. I like everything kind of going well for MAXPAX. I think the maps are a little bit not as good for Terran as last season, and I think he's going to be really happy with that result. 3-1 over Clem, not something you get every day. GG, well played.